Well, it's refreshing to report when the federal government is supportive of religious freedom and not hostile to Christians, which has been the case for the last 8 years under the Obama administration in many ways. But we have a situation now, Abe Hamilton, Ed Vitagliano, we have a situation now involving the Justice Department, the U.S. Justice Department, favoring religious freedom. Tell us about this.
Yeah, there's a case pending before the Supreme Court, likely to be heard in this upcoming term, that pits the Masterpiece Cake Shop from Colorado, owned by Jack Phillips, against the state of Colorado's sexual orientation, gender identity law. Basically, they want to force Jack Phillips to bake a cake to celebrate a homosexual marriage. Jack Phillips has refused. He's been fighting this since 2012. Jack Phillips refused, and interestingly and amazingly, I would say, that the U.S. Department of Justice has filed a brief into the Supreme Court supporting Jack Phillips, saying that it is a violation of the First Amendment to force Jack Phillips to violate his conscience and use his creativity to support a marriage ceremony that he does not agree with based on his Christian faith. It's a huge development on the national scene concerning religious liberty.
Did you tell me you consider this a Super Bowl of religious freedom cases?
Absolutely. This is the Super Bowl of religious liberty cases in America. This will be to religious liberty what Roe versus Wade was to killing babies in the womb.
When would this case come up?
In this upcoming term, so more than likely this fall, with the opinion released in the summertime.
Ed, with attorney generals under the Obama administration, they were hostile to religious freedom, especially those of Christians, but we have a change in administration. What does this mean?
Yeah, well, it means that elections have consequences. And, we talk frequently about people wanting the gospel to get out, even those who don't like, Christians being involved in politics. All Christians want the gospel to get out and Christians to be able to live their lives and be salt and light. Well, now we have an administration that is supportive of that and is against restricting Christians' freedom. So elections do have consequences. We've noted numerous times about the Supreme Court, the makeup of the Supreme Court, Neil Gorsuch being nominated and confirmed to the U.S. Supreme Court, and now we have a Justice Department that is friendly to religious liberty, and that's quite a change after the last 8 years.
Well, we want to commend President Trump and Attorney General Jeff Sessions for this supporting religious freedom, and we'll watch this case closely. Thank you for joining us today on Reason and Company.